you ever helped someone out of guilt and then just ended up feeling even more burdened afterward? I know I have. What if there's a crucial difference between acting out of genuine compassion and simply feeling bad for someone? Understanding this difference has been transformative for me, and I'd like to just share that journey with you guys. I've often found myself compelled to act because I felt guilty or uncomfortable seeing someone in need. Maybe it's a friend going through a tough time or a colleague needing help with a project. I would agree to help them because I wanted to alleviate my own discomfort or avoid the judgment of not doing enough, not being a good enough friend. But helping out of guilt or pity led to mixed feelings. I would do something just to ease what was happening inside of me rather than genuinely wanting to address that other person's needs. And it's a role that I've been taking ever since I was a child who wanted to control the environment around me, make sure that nothing bad can happen. And this kind of help felt more like an obligation than a choice. And it often led me feeling drained or even resentful. Feeling bad for someone without working to understand or connect with them is pity. It's not compassion, and pity is passive. It's like seeing someone's situation and thinking, oh yeah, that could never be me. It's kind of like the polite side of judgment. And honestly, no one wants to be pitied or treated like a charity case, as if like, oh yeah, you have a bad situation and I guess I'll help and do this for you. I know I don't. I began to then explore what compassion truly means. And compassion is deeper. It's more connected response. And when I act from compassion, I'm driven by a genuine desire to support and understand another person's experience. Compassion involves empathy, feeling with someone, and taking action that aligns with their own needs, their own well-being, and not just to ease my own discomfort. Compassion is active. It's about connecting with another person's situation and offering help because we truly care. It's not about alleviating our own feelings of guilt or whatever discomfort I'm feeling within me. It's recognizing their humanity, responding thoughtfully and supportively. And when we act from compassion, our actions are aligned with the needs and desires of the other person, and we maintain a sense of balance, respect for ourselves. And I believe compassionate actions don't drain us. They fulfill us because they're rooted in understanding and genuine connection. And for me, genuine connection fuels me. Think of it this way. When you extend compassion to someone, you're not saying, I love you, or I like you, I think you look cute, I think you're charming. You're simply saying, I'm with you. Compassion isn't about forcing myself to like the other person, love the other person. It's a resilience skill that involves acknowledging pain, holding perspective, and acting with kindness. It requires a deeper connection with both myself and others. I noticed that self-compassion and self-pity operate pretty similarly. Self-compassion makes me feel understood and strengthened. Self-pity makes me feel powerless and sometimes even pathetic, because self-compassion requires kindness, right? It's like acting with generosity without an agenda. And kindness isn't, I've decided to be good to myself, so I'd better be in a good mood by tonight. Kindness is simply, I've decided to be good to myself. And it's such a powerful choice because it really disarms my own defense mechanisms and helps me move forward and build a path towards moving forward. So just think about the last time someone was kind to you, and not just polite. Remember how that kindness melted something within you. You deserve to feel that way right now. How I treat myself is a choice, and I can take responsibility for that choice. Before you can be compassionate to anyone, it starts with oneself. I found that the most compassionate response to oneself starts with deep acceptance, and it requires letting go of harsh criticism to allow space for vulnerability. And how does that look like? For me, non-judgmental awareness. So I'll begin observing my thoughts and emotions without judgment. I accept my feelings for what they are instead of trying to suppress or change them. Like, who said you need to be happy all the time? Why can't I accept my sadness and feel it truly? Like, let it flow through me like murky water flowing out of a faucet. The second is reframing my negative thoughts. So it's just noticing when I'm being critical of myself and others. So let's just say I see someone and I have this thought of this guy, and like he's walking like with a powerful walk, strutting along. I'm like, who does this guy think he is? And I come to just know that he holds himself well, and that puts a shine out of my own self, of keeping myself hidden from being seen. But he's outwardly portraying a quality I find so hard to do in myself. So that outward judgment turned out to be unfair, just a projection of what I wanted to be able to get to the point of doing for myself. The third thing that really helps is just embracing the imperfection. I'm a perfectionist. I strive to have things look perfect, do things in the right way, but accepting that I'm imperfect allows me to focus on the growth and learning instead. So I celebrate my progress and efforts, even if the outcome isn't perfect. And the fourth one that I think maybe a lot of others could relate to is treating yourself like a friend. It's so much easier to treat a friend with kindness. So asking myself, can I do that for myself? Can I offer myself the same understanding and support? The word compassion comes from the word compassion, the Latin word from compassion, and it means to suffer with. So can I put myself in another person's shoes, understand what they're feeling, understand their motivations? This can help me respond with compassion rather than judgment, because if I can see things through their lens, I'm no longer in my own head, in my own place of beliefs, and I get to experience whatever they're going through, because life is full of struggles and uncertainties and challenges. The most powerful way to cultivate compassion that I found for myself and others is practicing that non-judgmental awareness. This means fully embracing my own thoughts, my feelings, my imperfections without judgment, as well as accepting others' experiences and behaviors as they are without trying to change or control them. It's something that I can do while walking. You know, you see someone while walking, or you see something and you might have an opinion about their hair style or whatever it is. Just asking yourself, like, hey, what was behind that? Like, why do I have a reaction to someone who just walked into the room with their strut? What is behind that within me? When did I first feel this reaction? I allow myself to be vulnerable by just doing this self-inquiry on myself. And it's through that vulnerability that I connect deeply with myself and others. So next time you're faced with a situation where you might feel compelled to help out of guilt or feeling bad for someone, ask yourself, am I acting from compassion or just trying to alleviate my own discomfort that I'm feeling within my own body? Because embracing compassion guides me to more fulfilling and genuine actions. And if this resonated with you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Is that what they call it? To stay updated with more insights like this. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.